Taurus, what's up? Welcome back. Imagination is out here as your first card for this message for you. It says, I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. This is the first card out here. This feels like self-trust. Trusting your manifestation. Trusting in... Believe your prayer. Believe that what you're praying for can happen. Okay. Let's keep going, Taurus. What's up? Welcome back to the space. If you're new, hello, my name is Sean. If anyone is DMing you, private messaging you, pretending to be me or any other reader, friend it is not, please report and block. I want you to be safe. What else? For Taurus, please. Thank you, angel spirit guides. Messages for Taurus. What should Taurus focus on for the nature of this reading? Thank you, angel spirit guides. Okay, what else? Anything else? Okay, beneath the deck here, transformation. I like this energy. This feels like change, starting with your mind, trusting that what it is that you want, you could have. Okay, you also have death out here. Death and rebirth is how I like to think about that. It says, I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. When something is ending, a new beginning is happening at the same time. So whatever has been removed from you, whatever change has happened, whatever transition you are going through, there's a new beginning, a fresh opportunity that's also being presented. And I think that's why Spirit is wanting you to be in that space of imagining what you could have, almost like new attractors, a new vision for your life with transformation. Okay, it's giving Scorpio energy, transformation, death and rebirth, death and rebirth. That's what this is giving so far, Taurus. Okay, now you have adversity upside down, and I like this for you, Taurus. It feels like if there was something that was challenging you, getting in the way, trying to jam you up, that's being removed now. There has been a transition of that, a death of that, so that thank you, angel spirit guides, abundance and love and joy and the things that you desire can come on in. Adversity, I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. It's upside down, so I'm definitely going to keep that upside down. You also have clear, cancel, and release. It's time for something to go ahead and move up out of your energy, away from you. You're on to a new chapter, a new beginning for you, and it feels prosperous because you're creating it from your mind, from your truth. It feels like the star card too, star energy, rebuilding in your healing, going after what you really want, blocks being removed. Okay, thank you, angel spirit guys. We love this. We love this. All right. Thank you, angel spirit guides. For my lovely Taurus friends here. Okay. What is Taurus working through at this time, angel spirit guides? Energy, current vibration. What is Taurus currently working through at this time? Okay, what is the matter? Okay, now you have two cards that popped out over the imagination card, and I always pay attention to where the cards fly. That's why I like to have legs crossed, applesauce on the floor, because I like to just see how the cards just tend to roll out and fly out. That tells a story for me too. So actually it's three cards that popped out over the imagination card. The first one is Knight of Swords, going after justice, going after truth. Okay, the two that popped out together, it's the Four of Cups upside down. Okay, and then you also have death upside down. All right, Taurus. Now I'm speaking to a Taurus where you're kind of at that place where you're like, okay, I gotta move on. I gotta move on from, you know, maybe something that was hurting, a love that I thought could blossom. I get it. But some of you, you're starting to realize that maybe an action that you're taking in a direction is not worth your time. Okay, you also have the moon out here, something being hidden. Okay, kind of feels, and then you know this Page of Cups, it kind of feels like there's something here happening with you, Taurus, where there may be something that has happened, a wrong that has happened. Okay, and it, Taurus, I love you, okay? Please, please hear my heart when I say this. And God, angel, spirit guides, you give me the words, because I don't want no problems with Taurus, okay? It feels like there has been some type of wrong, like someone has wronged you in some way. okay? Or try to bring you some adversity in your life, but it's done, but it kind of feels like you're like, oh no, they're gonna pay. Because, and the reason why I say that, Taurus, is because death is upside down, and then the Four of Cups is upside down. It kind of feels like the heart is a little bit closed, because you're like, you're not getting away with this, okay? Maybe it was related to you opening your heart to someone, okay? Then beneath the Page of Cups, there's the Nine of Cups. Opening up your heart to someone. Maybe someone wronged you because of, you know, it feels like maybe you were vulnerable. You were doing the stuff that people say you're supposed to do when you're a good person. And someone maybe wronged you or took advantage of that. Kindness, took your kindness for weakness. And then with this moon out here, it kind of feels like you're on a mission, but there's still so much that has not been revealed to you. And it's almost like I'm going after this. It's not over for me. It's not done for me. I'm going into this. I don't care what is unknown, but this is really important. The moon is what is illuminating your path, not the sun. The moon is powerful, but it's still in the dark. It's still in the dark, that to which we are seeing the light. It's dark. And I feel like you are riding really fast on this horse in the dark, okay? I'm going to clarify. We're going to go a little bit deeper. And I feel we're going to do the guidance and the potential of this and all of that stuff, but I feel like, Taurus, you're doing this because you don't know that you are about to be blessed in a way that you've never known before. I don't think you know that yet, Taurus, but it's happening. And so it kind of feels like you're like, I have to do something about this. And that's good. Action is really good, but there's more to this story. Guide angel spirit guides for Taurus, please. Why are you showing Taurus the Four of Cups upside down? Thank you, guide angel spirit guides. I just heard someone, this is what came through. I heard someone does not know how to let go yet. Okay. Thank you, angel spirit guides. Four of Cups. Why are you showing my Taurus friends here the Four of Cups upside down? The Seven of Cups. Okay, what else? The Queen of Swords. Suspicion, pain, truth. You want justice. You want justice for something. And this is not a love reading, but it has something to do with matters of the heart, at least. It could be even, it could also be in your career, but it's something that's important to you. Your heart, the most vulnerable part of who you are. I clarified the Four of Cups with the Seven of Cups and the Queen of Swords. It kind of feels like there's something that has not completely been made clear to you. Maybe that's intentional, or maybe it's just you still need time to see all of what has happened, the change, the transformation. You're still thinking about how to clear, cancel, and release, but there's too much movement on your part in the mind or in your reality. And so it kind of feels like with all of the movement, maybe a sense of betrayal, or trying to get the truth about something, or you're not going to let it just go. Whatever this is, it feels like it's also keeping you in a state of distrusting, confusion, suspicion. It's like the more you're like, no, I'm going after this, the more it creates that feeling of like, nah, you know, someone's got to pay. There's more to the story. I'm just getting that kind of vibe. I hope you're able to follow, Taurus. But looking at these cards, this gives me the vibe that whatever this is, Taurus, like, it was real. Like, you know, we have Three of Pentacles. Beneath the deck, it could be that someone did some faulty, wild stuff related to some type of agreement, a contract, you know, and it was wrong what they did, because it feels like this could be related to love, but it also could kind of feel like like I said earlier, Taurus, you allowed yourself to be vulnerable with a new contract, a new business partner, a new therapist, whatever. This 3 energy, something that's supposed to grow you, supposed to be a tool for you. You were vulnerable to it, and someone came in and didn't do their part, or it didn't end favorably in some way. You were not satisfied with that. You're like, oh no, I'm not getting away with that. But there's still so much that is hidden. Okay, so let's get more out here for you, Taurus. Let's get some more out here for you. Okay, thank you, angel spirit guides. For my Taurus friends here, thank you, angel spirit guides. Where is this going for Taurus? What is the outcome of this for them at this time? Thank you. Where is this going? Where is this going? Thank you, angel spirit guides. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's just start here for a moment. Okay, what you're after is your victory. You want what gives you want whatever it is that gives you a sense of your success, what gives you a sense of feeling like what you deserve, you get. It kind of feels like this is about your self-worth at this point. It's like, I feel like I'm getting an energy of someone who's like, this is about the principle. It's about the principle. That's what I'm feeling. The 9 of Cups upside down, kind of at an angle, popped out as the outcome of this. The 7 of Wands upside down, and the 8 of Swords right side up. Taurus, you're not gonna like this reading. I hope you still my friend after this, because this is one of those readings, okay, that nobody likes to do. But I hope that you can hear me from your heart. I hope you can hear me with your heart and hear the sincerity of this message. That's my prayer. Cover this prayer, God, in the blood of Jesus. Taurus, there's something about the way that you're going after something right now that has the risk of removing you or pulling you, farther out and away from your goal. Whatever it is that's got you on this horse of justice, whatever that is, it feels like it's something about, it feels like Spirit is wanting you to let it go. That's what this feels like. But you're having a hard time. Okay, now this is also in the outcome. So this is the 8 of Swords. There are these swords around you. It just feels like a one-track mind. Like the only way that I can get justice for this, or the only way that this can be made right, is if I do what I think is in my head or in my mind. But it kind of feels like Spirit is wanting you to know that in the route that you're going right now, with the mindset that you're going, not accepting what has closed, what has been here to transform you, you might be creating adversity that's not called for right now. It's not necessary. It feels like Spirit wants you to find ways to clear, cancel, and release. And even as I'm saying that, I'm getting this energy of someone who's like, no. And if that's what you're working through, I wish I was with you. I'd hug you and we just talk it out and go for a walk and go eat. But this is what this vibe is right now. There's something that you want justice and victory on. And it feels like it's going to create more heartbreak, loss, a fight, because this is if this was upright, I'd be like, yeah, keep going. Somebody trying to get you for your stuff, But this is upside down too, which gives the vibe that the protecting, the defensiveness, the not giving up the fight is almost making this situation worse. Is closing you in more, is blocking you in more. And I know that the outcome is this: you're trying to get to your independence. You're trying to get to what getting the real value for your worth. And then beneath the 9 of Pentacles is an Ace of Pentacles. You're trying to get to what you believe belongs to you, a new beginning. You want someone to right some type of wrong. I just keep getting that. And then beneath that, because in some way, whatever this has been, it made you feel a shrinking of self-worth of some kind, or put you in some type of financial bind, right? 5 of Pentacles and the 7 of Swords, you know, it kind of potentially put you into a situation where it's like, what? This wouldn't have happened if they didn't do A, B, C, and D. So let's get some advice out here and guidance, okay? God, angel, spirit guides, if that's not the route to go, to close this, God, angel, spirit guides, what is it that Taurus can do to get to their goal, to get to their heightened value, to get to experience their true self-worth, to have the resources that they need, to have the pay that they deserve, God, angel, spirit guides? What is the guidance here then in this case for Taurus? Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. Guidance, please. One more. All right. Let's see here. Advice, guidance for Taurus. Okay. 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 Now this is interesting. Okay. New beginning. This is just where I've been called to stop and look at what my hands are doing. New opportunity, new beginning. Ooh, after a tower, right? Is going to require a level of freedom and separation from something that's not serving you. Now, Taurus, you either know what that is, or you have to get into your mind to really think about what's holding you back. Okay, what is this really about? Okay, I'm going to keep this open so I can see that just for a moment, so I can show you these cards too and pull the pieces together. The first card that popped out here, the 5 of Swords. Okay, this is strategy. This is a battle hard won. A hard won battle. Okay. But it requires the mind differently. Okay. And then the next card we have is it's time, judgment. Okay. The card that popped out in a clump with that one is the Magician upside down. We also have the Wheel of Fortune upside down, kind of at a slant here. Okay. All right. This feels like about some type of cycle of some kind. I'm being led here. Clear, cancel, and release, and imagination. That the imagination for me as a reader with the cards that I select, this card feels like the Magician card to me. It feels like this imagination card was here, but the Magician popped out to confirm why imagination is out here. Okay, it feels like Spirit wants you now to start thinking about you and Taurus, a new way of being, a new version of you that is free from something that hasn't been serving you. Okay, now you could have been dealing with this energy, someone trying to, you know, be two-faced, get you out of something, sneaky, again, two-faced, passive-aggressive energy. You could have been dealing with that, but it kind of feels like Spirit is asking, you know, are you wanting more of that by still trying to be in the energy of exposing that, by still trying to be in the energy of looking at that? It kind of feels like it's time to really wake up to what you could really have. New beginning, opportunity, earning what you want, really on the path to get after what it is that you want. But there's a requirement of releasing from whatever that old stuff was. Now, this is the second part of this message. Well, I want to show you this first. Beneath the Fool card, the World, leveling up. This is about breaking a cycle. Okay, on to new beginnings. For some of you, even traveling, moving on, but it just kind of feels like moving on, spirit and mind, growing from this, letting it go. And then integration of healthy, happy, harmonious connections in the family. If this has something to do with love in a family or a career, a harmonious relationship with your colleagues. Okay. The other part of this, though, is this Magician popped out upside down and the Wheel of Fortune popped out upside down. And so it's giving the vibe that this is the perfect time to cut into a cycle that's not serving you and make the decision to break a cycle. Okay. But it's totally up to you. You have to get into your imagination. You have to start envisioning your life differently. This is calling for you to transform. And I just noticed something. Beneath the transformation card is healing energy. And then beneath that is intuition and downloads. There's a lot trying to come to you that's a lot bigger, grander, more beautiful than I think what you are focused on. Okay, that's what this feels like. It's like in your mind, you're like, but if I do this and, you know, I bring it in, I can get A, B, C, and D. That could be true, you know, at some point. But it feels like Spirit is saying, but what if I have something better? If you clear, cancel, and release and break a cycle, okay? Because these are upside down. It kind of, these are upside down. And so it feels like there's a risk of something not manifesting, not growing, not breaking a cycle because of not being free of this. But if you allow yourself to be free of this, time is now. It's ripe. You begin to manifest a new reality, a new cycle for yourself that moves you along and beyond. There's a clear path for you there. It's all about accepting what has happened, letting what has died or what has changed or what is behind you, let it be behind you. Wash your hands of this, because it kind of feels like you're bigger than this, whatever this is. Taurus, I hope we're still friends after this love cup, because you know I love you. Even if you're not my friend, I'm still loving on you. I hope that it's helped in some way, and I hope I get to see you again next week. Take care. Bye.